That man is crazy. He is crazy. He wants to live in my skin.
Things inside the marriage of future NBA Hall of Famer and widely regarded greatest of all time player LeBron James may not be as flawless as they appear from the outside. His wife, Savannah James, has begun speaking openly about aspects of their relationship that challenge the long-standing public image of perfection, and what she has revealed is striking. Her comments suggest a deeper story beneath the polished exterior. To understand it, it's necessary to examine where the cracks may have first formed. LeBron James and Savannah Brinson first crossed paths in 2002 in Akron, Ohio. At the time, LeBron was 17 years old and a junior at St. Vincent St. Mary High School, already gaining national attention for his basketball talent. Savannah was 16 and attending rival Buchtel High School as a sophomore. Their introduction came through a mutual friend at a local football game, where LeBron invited Savannah to attend one of his basketball games. She accepted the invitation, witnessed firsthand the crowd's reaction to him, and chose to take his phone number rather than give out her own. Several weeks later, Savannah made the first move and called him. Their early outings included group dinners at Applebee's, followed by what became their first official date at Outback Steakhouse. By 2003, LeBron's life accelerated dramatically when he was selected first overall in the NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers, entering the league directly out of high school. While his career took off, Savannah remained in Akron. In 2004, she learned she was pregnant, a moment she later described as emotionally complex. She has openly stated that she worried about how the timing of the pregnancy might affect both of their futures. Their first son, LeBron Bronny James Jr., was born on October 6, 2004. 3 years later, on June 14, 2007, they welcomed their second son, Bryce Maximus James. Despite sharing 2 children, marriage did not come until much later. LeBron and Savannah did not marry until 2013, more than a decade after they first met and after raising 2 children together. During the years leading up to their wedding, Savannah was clear about establishing boundaries. In August 2024, she discussed one of those boundaries on her podcast, Everybody's Crazy, explaining that she had corrected LeBron over how he referred to her publicly. She said she deeply disliked the term wifey and felt strongly enough about it to address it directly with him before they were married. Savannah explained that she told LeBron not to introduce her that way, emphasizing that she was not his wife at the time and deserved the title only once it was earned through marriage. Her stance made it clear that she did not accept casual labels and expected formal commitment. That commitment arrived on New Year's Eve in 2011 when LeBron proposed during a party attended by close friends, including Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union. LeBron later described the proposal as being as nerve-wracking as playing in an NBA Finals game. The couple officially married on September 14, 2013 in San Diego. 1 year later, on October 22, 2014, they welcomed their daughter, Juri Nova James. The timeline underscores an important reality. Even before marriage, their relationship involved negotiation, correction, and clearly defined boundaries. In 2010, prior to their wedding, LeBron made the highly controversial decision to leave Cleveland for Miami. Savannah publicly criticized the backlash she received, calling it unfair, and remained by his side throughout the intense scrutiny, jersey burnings, and public hostility. However, her loyalty did not mean the relationship was free of strain. In December 2025, LeBron himself acknowledged that their partnership was far from perfect. He stated that after 23 years together and 12 years of marriage, relationships are not picture perfect and require navigating difficult moments. In a September 2025 interview with Yahoo, he added that life is not always going to be a bed of roses, stressing the importance of working through discomfort after starting a relationship so young. Savannah has been even more candid. On her podcast, she bluntly described marriage as the real ghetto sometimes, explaining that long-term relationships demand growth, compromise, and alignment that can be challenging. She has repeatedly warned against rushing into marriage, advising that if someone is not ready, they should remain boyfriend and girlfriend rather than force a lifelong commitment. She described rushing into marriage as a recipe for disaster. These statements stand in stark contrast to the fairy tale narrative often used to describe their relationship, revealing a reality defined more by work and endurance than fantasy. Alongside these admissions, rumors have persisted for years. Unverified claims alleging LeBron's infidelity have circulated across online platforms such as Reddit and X. A 2022 Reddit thread discussing so-called NBA open secrets included users claiming that LeBron's alleged affairs were widely known but discreetly handled due to brand protection. One commenter even claimed to have witnessed him cheating, while others debated whether the couple had an understanding or arrangement. Another user countered that Savannah was deeply hurt and never married with the intention of sharing her husband. Neither LeBron nor Savannah has ever confirmed these allegations, but the rumors have endured, fueled in part by Savannah's public demeanor and guarded behavior. The COVID-19 pandemic marked a turning point for Savannah. In a June 2024 interview with Harper's Bazaar, she opened up about the emotional and mental exhaustion she experienced while balancing motherhood, marriage, and her own identity alongside one of the most famous athletes in the world. She admitted that operating from a place of emptiness left her unable to show up fully for anyone. What captured widespread attention was her deeper explanation, in which she described feeling depleted and struggling to be present as a mother, wife, and individual. She explained that during this time, while her children were okay and LeBron was elsewhere handling his responsibilities, she would retreat into her bathroom to take baths, watch makeup tutorials, or simply spend time doing things that helped refill her emotional reserves. Her phrasing, particularly the line that LeBron was somewhere doing something, sparked intense media scrutiny and speculation. Commentators questioned where he was and why Savannah felt isolated during a period when families were largely confined together. Outlets such as Sandra Rose and Media Takeout amplified the comments, linking them to long-standing rumors of infidelity, though no evidence was ever presented. Around the same time, paparazzi photos surfaced showing Savannah in Paris with rapper Pusha T while LeBron remained in the United States, further fueling gossip despite no allegations of wrongdoing. In October 2024, Savannah addressed the conversation directly during an appearance on the Tamron Hall show. She reframed her comments within the broader context of mental health and self-preservation, tying them to her Let It Break initiative, which encourages women to recognize their limits and prioritize themselves. She emphasized that her vulnerability was intentional and meant to empower others. While she rejected a victim narrative, she acknowledged that being married to LeBron James came with a cost the public rarely saw. Her message, centered on the affirmation, "You're enough," resonated widely but also highlighted the emotional labor required to maintain her own identity within a relationship dominated by global fame. Savannah's private retreats were more than moments of self-care. They represented survival tactics within a life that demanded constant composure. Supporters praised her honesty as humanizing, while critics interpreted her words as subtle indicators of deeper dissatisfaction. Media outlets, including the Times of India, contextualized her comments within the pressures of raising 3 children while navigating relocations from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, and eventually Los Angeles. Savannah's acknowledgement that she wasn't always her best self reflected a universal experience, but one intensified by the demands of being married to a man whose career dictated nearly every aspect of their lives. Over time, Savannah has constructed firm boundaries around her marriage. These boundaries became particularly visible in 2024 when viral videos showed her declining photos with male fans at Lakers games while posing comfortably with women. Fans quickly noticed the pattern, prompting speculation about whether it stemmed from jealousy, protection, or strategic caution. Reactions ranged from praise, with supporters calling it wise and respectful, to suspicion that it reflected a relationship under siege. Her stylist later explained that many refusals were due to aggressive behavior rather than gender, but the consistency of her actions kept the conversation alive. This approach mirrored earlier boundaries Savannah set long before marriage, including her refusal to accept the label wifey. Her stance was widely reported by outlets like Outkick and Marca as her setting clear expectations with LeBron. These were not reactive decisions, but preemptive defenses built into the foundation of their partnership. On her podcast, she has repeatedly emphasized readiness over romance, urging women to value stability and preparedness rather than rushing into lifelong commitments. In September 2024, Savannah made another revealing admission that reframed their entire relationship narrative. She suggested that geography, not destiny, played a critical role in keeping them together. LeBron being drafted to Cleveland allowed them to remain close during formative years, something she implied might not have happened had he been drafted elsewhere. She openly questioned whether their relationship would have survived long distance at such a young age. Media outlets interpreted this as Savannah acknowledging that distance could have been a deal breaker. This vulnerability became more significant when viewed alongside the many relocations that followed. LeBron's move to Miami in 2010 tested their bond, followed by the return to Cleveland in 2014 and the eventual move to Los Angeles in 2018. Each transition required Savannah to uproot her life in service of his career. As LeBron entered the later stages of his NBA journey, the strain intensified. In 2025, an overheard dinner conversation revealed LeBron saying Savannah wanted him to retire within a year or two.
The comment exposed private tension over his career longevity, especially after he opted into a $52.6 million contract for the 2025-26 season.